All right, so this is my second try at doing a video. The first one got screwed up, but anyway, this is a Power over Ethernet tablet. Right now, I'm going to run it off of AC power. You can see I've got a Cat6 cable going in there for an internet connection. It's pretty nice to have lightning fast speed on a tablet. It's not what I'm used to with Wi-Fi. Anyway, it's running Android Jelly Bean 4.2, and basically I bought a new place and I figured having an in-wall solution would be great because you never have to worry about if your phone's charged, where's your phone, whatever. It's nice to have it built in as part of the house. I was looking into a Control4 system with the whole bit. Mind you, it adds like TV and all that stuff, but it was like in the $30,000+ range. I'm in Canada. So I got about 6 zones in my house. I got a Connect amp with in-ceiling speakers for each one. And it's going to cost me a fraction of the money. The tablets, these tablets here, they're like $270 US. By the time I did the conversion and I bought the license for the app, it's about $500 a tablet, which to me it's not too bad. Anyway, it's running a program called Sherlock. And what it allows you to do is run the tablet in a single application mode. So if you try and back out of the app, it just restarts it for you again. Makes it really user friendly, stupid proof. So if someone walks into my house, a visitor or whoever, they'll be able to interact with the Sonos app and not do anything detrimental to the operating system or whatever. That's a back button, and the back button's there. It's a soft key, and that's there because if you go into the settings screen in the Sonos app, there's no back button, so you'll end up getting stuck there. You'll notice that the bottom navigation bar as well as the status bar at the top of the screen are missing. Sherlock allows you to remove those from view. So let's pick something to listen to. It would be nice if it responded. There we go. My hands are cold, so anyway. It's Wednesday afternoon. This is Google Play Music. Basically what used to be called Songza. This part of it anyway. Let's go with hip hop and R&B. And today's rap hits. Play now. Right now I've got it hooked up to a single play 3. So that's cool. You can forward. I like Sirius XM. Anyway, let me demonstrate. If I go into the settings, like I said before, there is no back button at the bottom. Therefore, you'd be stuck here having to reboot the tablet. So luckily Sherlock gives you the option of placing this little arrow wherever you prefer. I chose this spot because if you hit the search button, it lines up in there and it's not in the way. You don't want it in the middle of the screen either. So it's worth noting that I installed SwiftKey keyboard with a nice skin that matches the Sonos sort of motif. That's it. If I try and press back repeatedly to get out of the app like someone could ordinarily do, you'll see what happens. You see how it just restarts itself? And you're back to the app. I just put a wallpaper back there so it doesn't look like some ugly white screen when someone presses that inadvertently. You can thumbs up and what have you. It's pretty cool. You can program it to reboot. Also what I did was I installed a program called Twilight because this thing doesn't have a sensor telling the screen to dim or brighten it up based on the available light in the room. So you just plug in your coordinates, like your latitude and longitude. It knows where you are geographically. And then when sunset comes around, your screen dims. And in the morning when the sun rises, it goes back to 100%. You can configure that. Runs in the background. It's perfect. So there you go. All you got to do is unplug it. It shuts off. And that can be done over power over Ethernet, which is the way it's going to be installed. You can see the profile here. This part will be buried in the wall, and this portion here between my fingers is what would be surface mounted. So it'll provide a nice aesthetic to the house, and I think everyone's going to love it. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer your questions. In the end, I'm in Canada, and I bought 3 of these tablets, and by the time I was done, it cost around $1,300 Canadian, and then the Sherlock license so that I could get rid of those nag screens was about $60 or $70 per, which is not a big deal. I mean, if I was going to do the Control 4, every tablet would have cost me $1,000. So right there, it just makes dollars and cents to me. I'm happy with it, and I think I'm going to have it for a long time. Have a good one.